Hello everybody, welcome to Monaco again this time. It's the final time, fifth time around this week in MRC. It is tier 0, so apologies, we missed qualifying and the start of the race, but here we are on lap 2 and we've got Bobo leading the race. Yeah, he started on pole. Where is Saviour? Saviour is down in P8, so one of the main, Bobo's main championship rival, down in P8. Not the best start for him in this race, having lost 3 positions already from the start of the race. But someone who's had a good race start is Calvin. Very, very decent there, going from P7 to P5 in the Williams, and Arma sets the fastest lap time. It's a 1-2 for Alpine as it stands, so everything going to plan for the championship leaders in the Constructors' Championship. Not doing great for the Red Bulls right now, P11, P10. That would mount up to 11 points for them, so compared to Alpine they're losing a lot of ground, so they will definitely be looking at probably trying something in the strategy to gain a few positions, because remember everybody, we've got 2 pit stops to make tonight. Monaco has that 2 pit stop rule, whether it's raining or staying dry. As it stands, it's dry, of course, but even if the conditions change, the rule will not. So everybody is thinking of, trying to find out the best time to get into some free air and get a bit of an undercut on everybody else. Let's have a look at our tyre strategies right now. So we do have MJ at the very back, who's 1 lap old hard tyres, and everybody else mostly is on medium tyres. Let's have a look at Calvin then, who's behind Rassam and people from Mercedes. Yeah, he's half a second away. He'll be hitting quite a bit of dirty air in this section, but however close he gets, it won't be enough. He's got to find a way around Rassam. Usually the best opportunity is in 2 corners time and on the exit of Portier, because you get basically the longest straight on this track, and yeah, it brings you into the Nouvelle chicane here, and it is the biggest braking zone on the track, so it's the best opportunity you will find here. Yeah, we've got this top 6 group pulling away from the rest. Laupi in P7 holding Saviour up, the Racing Bulls driver. Yep, not looking great for Saviour because he's losing a lot of time. But don't be surprised if you see Saviour go early for an early pit stop. He could very easily pit early and have a huge undercut. Oh, he's going to the inside here. Doesn't actually go for the move, but he tried to see if something was available. He will be trying again sometime in this lap. So Rassam as well. He's just behind Formula W, who's really struggling on this in this opening stint. Is he already finding some tyre wear? Despite being in P3 right now, it's not looking great for him, as he has a bit of a twitch on the exit of Portier as well, for good measure. Yeah, Rassam having a look as well towards the inside of the braking zone, just trying to see if anything could be possible, trying to unsettle the Racing Bulls driver. And yeah, Ryan, P6, staying very very quiet, but he's there, ready to pick up any pieces that are set on fire. Let's put it that way. Do we have other fights going on? Not really. We've got Seb Mail just behind Vitalso, who had a bit of a moment at Schumacher corner there. Raskas, can he make a move on Vitalso? No, he's a bit too far behind to try something here. So let's get back to the front. Bobo is absolutely pulling away right now. A 2.3 second gap to his teammate is very healthy. And I think Armagh will be hoping that Bobo can pull even further away, because that would mean that they can basically both pit on the best lap possible. Currently, if Bobo pits on the lap where Armagh wants to pit, well, Armagh will be held up. Very simple. So he'll be losing for possibly 5-6 seconds. And oh, we've got Rassam hitting the wall there. Does he have any damage? It doesn't look like he does. But yeah, Armagh will not be able to pit on the same lap as Bobo without being held up. So if Bobo pulls away, that will help Armagh's strategy compared to the other drivers. Trying to look for a few battles. We've got Saviour still behind Laupi. I mean, no disrespect to Laupi, but we know how quick Saviour is. We all do in this league. And seeing Saviour stay behind shows how difficult it is to overtake on this track, and how near impossible it is. You've got to be, well, one, extremely brave, and B, get the move absolutely spot on to make a move around this track. There are quite a few overtaking opportunities, but they're all minor, very minor overtaking opportunities. We spoke about Nouvelle Chicane on the exit of this tunnel section, but it's only a minor overtaking opportunity. You reach about 270, 280 kilometers per hour, and it still is a pretty short from the braking zone. It's about 90 meters, 100 meters. So it doesn't have DRS either. The only DRS zone we have going into turn 1, Sam de Voet. Well, yeah, it's just not very effective at all. And quite frankly, I'm not sure why they include how's it called? A DRS zone over there. Yeah, Casino Square. Saviour's staying really close to the back of Laupi going into Mirabeau. This is the closest anybody is to another car, so we'll stick with him for now. We'll probably go and see Calvin in a few moments as well. I'll just share the link to the Discord so people know that we are live. And there are yellows after the Nouvelle Chicane. Oh, Saviour tries to go side by side. He's still pretty much there. He doesn't get it done, but now he does have DRS. Can he get the move done? Let's go on board with him. He's going to send it into Saint-Devote. And oh, Laupi defends really well there, but on the exit, Saviour's using a lot of energy, and just about enough space is given by Laupi there. Saviour going around the outside, pushing his way there, and oh, there's contact. That's exactly what we were saying earlier on. You've got to be brave, and you've got to get it absolutely right, and any slight mistake looks like it's an absolutely huge accident, and that's what it was. They were there, but the corner just tightened up there. Armagh, though, in P2 right now, has closed the gap to Bobo. I don't know how much of that is Bobo having a mistake somewhere and dropping off, but he has caught up to the race leader, 1 second behind. Who else do we have? We've got Laupi just behind Formula W. Sorry, we missed it, but he has pit, and he's in a little bit of fresh free air. He's about 3 seconds away from Kisa Soze, who's pit right now. So That's perfect for Formula W because that gives him another lap of fresh air. He's 3 seconds behind Vance, so Vance though is on hard tyres. It's on hard tyres, so he will not be pitting very soon, and this could be a problem for Formula W. He's going to catch a much slower car than him, and he's already caught up by about a second in just one sector. It's mad. It's a short track, a short first sector, and he still gets a second. And there he is, right behind the Red Bull of Vance Racing, and he's somehow going to have to find his way around the Red Bull. And as you saw earlier on with Xavier, it is not easy at all. So let's try and find a battle other than this one. We've got Calvin who's pit as well. He's on fresh hard tyres. Coming up against Seb Mail, and both drivers ahead of him had a bit of a moment there going into the Nouvelle chicane. Let's see if Calvin has any damage. I don't think there's any damage. I think Calvin got very lucky there, but he's going around the outside at Raskas. Does he go for the switchback? He stays around the outside. He will have DRS. Goes for a big switchback there. Does he get good traction? He does, and he goes towards the inside and makes the move stick. Good racing there by both of them. Seb Mail knew that he's not on the same strategy as Calvin. So yeah, didn't need to fight that too hard, and Calvin created his own space very nicely, so good job from him. But he's 4 seconds behind, behind Rassam, who is on the fresh medium tyres, so expect him to pull away right now. He does join Vance Racing. Formula W has made his way past Vance, so maybe Vance is just letting people through, knowing that he's not on the same strategy. And let's only go on board with Rassam. He's using a lot of battery here to try and goes for it, and whoa! I've got no idea how much space was left for Vance because we were on board with Rassam, but that was a huge send. It looks really good on our stream. Right, that gap between Xavier and Formula W is down to 3 seconds, and that shows you how much staying behind someone hurt Xavier, because he was only 3 seconds ahead of his teammate who had already pit. So yeah, Formula W making that undercut work very nicely indeed, and Armas pit as well. He's on fresh hard tyres. It's going to be interesting. Does he find enough time to stay ahead of his own teammate? Right now he's not gaining that much time, but let's see in the second and final sectors if these fresh hard tyres give him enough of an advantage. He's found about 3/10 since we started talking about that, even more now. He's about half a second up, so we could be seeing Armand in the lead of this race. If Bobo pits this lap, he has a bit of a moment there, and yeah, he's got a 19.6 second advantage, 19.2, still going down right now. It is about 18-20 seconds of pit stops around this track, so I think we are in for a Northern Irish race leader here. So down to 17.4 seconds. Oh, and Bobo's gone towards he's crossed the wall, the pit line twice here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll see if that's ensues. What other fights do we have going on? We've got Kiza Soze just behind MJ on much fresher tyres. Oh yeah, MJ pit on lap 1, remember. So his tyres are going to start feeling very second hand right now. And does MJ have some front wing damage? Because he's looking very slow in comparison to Kiza Soze. No, the car looks fine in terms of front wing. Maybe it's some damage on the body, and yeah, that bump will not be helping him. And Kiza Soze is going to have to be very patient here, because in this section, when the tyres are dead, you've got, well, A, no aero, because aero doesn't work much in these low speeds, and B, well, your tyres are dead, so your mechanical grip is way down, so you're going to have to be ready for the car ahead to be extremely slow. And yeah, at the moment he's doing okay. Kizasoze, staying behind MJ. And the thing is, MJ's going to have to go very long on this stint because he only did one lap on the first stint, and he goes towards the inside here. There's slight contact, and both cars are unsettled, and wow, that's very close. It's not the driver's fault. It's this contact and stuff like that. Of course, it's not great to have contact, but it's the nature of this track. So, yeah. Let's go further ahead. The fight between these two carries on, and Bobo on fresh mediums then, as we saw earlier, doesn't actually pull away from Armagh. So I don't know if that's down to Armagh having the tyres up to temperature, helping him to stay with Bobo, but yeah. As it stands, Bobo is staying ahead, and I think that will suit him because, of course, he's going to have to pit earlier, but pitting earlier means that he's going to get an undercut, and the undercut is really powerful around this track. So, yeah, this could work out very nicely for Bobo here. What else do we have? Jules is still behind Kizasoze, and they've really pulled away from MJ, who's 2 seconds away from Jules right now. So he's completely out of that fight, and he's going to have to stay brave, try and go very long on worn hards, because if he bits this lap, for example, he's still got 24 laps to do, and if 14 laps on hard tyres felt bad, imagine what 24 laps would feel like. So yeah, gotta be patient and carry on for at least another 5 or 6 laps, and then he can start thinking about pitting. Or if there is a much cheaper pit stop to be had in virtual safety car or safety car conditions, that can be a saving grace. Formula W gets a 3-second time penalty. It is surprising how many penalties we get on this track and this game. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it does feel like there are many more penalties than on previous games on this track. Whether it's due to the tyres wearing very quickly, I don't know, but as we've got another 3-second time penalty from Ryan. Ryan, who's in P5 right now, and Saviour's catching up towards him, and he could be under pressure from Saviour in the next 2 laps, I'd say. Saviour's going to struggle to get past him, especially if he starts hitting some tyre wear. But crucially, just the same as Bobo, he's going to be pitting earlier than Ryan. So Ryan could be under pressure from an undercut. So it's going to be interesting to see if Ryan protects himself and tries to himself dive into the pits earlier than Saviour to gain some time. I'm not sure he would find much free air here. Yeah, it's a bit hard because that's 1.2, that's 8.7, that's 9, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 19 seconds. So he would end up between MJ and Laupi, but very close to MJ. So he's got to get at least another 2 laps, and even then he'll have to do 22 laps on 20 laps, sorry, on hard tyres. So not easy. Vance gets another 3-second time. Well, no, it's his first 3-second time penalty, I think. Let's check. Yeah, it's his first time penalty. But he is following Vitalso, so that's possibly linked to what we were saying earlier on. He's in the dirty air right now, and the dirty air has the same effect as worn tyres. You're going to be losing grip, and you're going to be losing grip and not turning enough, and ending up cutting a corner or or extending. Do you extend? No, you can only cut around Monaco. I'm thinking of, for example, drifting wide out of the swimming pool and cutting the next corner. So it's kind of a mix between drifting wide and cutting the corner. Yeah, he's going to struggle to find a way past Vitelso. Who else do we have in the fight? We've got, Saviour, who was 1.6 seconds behind Ryan, is now 1.1 seconds behind him, and he's going to start to feel that dirty air, and he's going to be trying to find a way around Ryan. I expect his overtake from earlier on Laupi to affect the way he's going to be trying to overtake Ryan. I think that will probably hurt his confidence in terms of, oh, I didn't go through Massenet and Casino Square very cleanly. Not saying it's his fault, it's just the way the track is. It's extremely hard to get it absolutely spot on. But he will know, okay, I can't really mess up an overtake around there. So I'm going to have to find somewhere else to make an overtake. Possibly on this DRS straight, if he manages to make a switchback like Calvin did earlier on, was it Vance? No, Senmail, I think it was Senmail. So yeah, I expect Saviour to try and find a move elsewhere than through Massenet and Casino Square. Oh, a bit of a moment there again from Saviour that will not be helping his tyres. I expect that to have added possibly 2% of wear. But he's right behind Ryan right now, going through the hairpin of the Grand Hotel or Lowe's or however it's called now. Getting as close as he could to the wall both times through 48. It's one of those tracks. You've got to be on the limit to make it work, and that's exactly what Saviour's doing right now. One of the drivers who can be on the limit of getting some damage on his car around this track. It's really impressive. Something else, one of our reserve drivers tonight, just behind Vans Racing. Okay, so we do have a DNF for Formula W. He had left the session, so I was hoping that he was carrying on and possibly could take control of the car once he gets back into the lobby, but it is a DNF, so there will be no points for the second Racing Bulls tonight, which is a shame because he was really well placed and looking good for a podium, which means that now it's Rassam looking really, really solid here in P3 with a 5 to 6 second gap over Calvin, who has a time penalty, and he's got another time penalty, so he's possibly up to 6 seconds now. Yeah, Calvin's got 6 seconds. That's going to be that's going to hurt his race a lot because Ryan is only 4.6 seconds behind him on fresher tyres as well. So yeah, and Saviour's just behind as well. He's in P6, Saviour, and when he pits, he'll get a huge tyre advantage over Calvin because I'm expecting Calvin to be able to go another possibly 3 laps, maybe 4. But Saviour will probably be pitting in the next 2 or 3 laps. So, being on medium tyres, he should be hitting the tyre wear a little bit earlier. Bobo is still slowly pulling away from Arnaud, just hit the 2-second advantage over him. So he's doing really well considering his tyres should be much more worn than Arnaud's. On the hard tyres, so I reckon Armagh should be around the 27, 30, 33% mark, and Bobo could be around 45% right now, maybe even, I don't know, but impressive pace here from Bobo, still controlling the pace over this race. Saber's dropped back a little. Trying to figure out if there is any damage. I can't see a missing end plate here, so he should still be okay. But yet, here he goes. He pits. We were saying that he could possibly be doing another 2 laps. He only did 1 extra lap on this set of mediums. So now it's time for his final stint on hard tyres here, and yeah, Ryan will know that he's possibly going to get beaten around this lap. So I'd possibly stay out if I were Ryan anyway. Try and make the most out of still 3 laps fresher tyres than Calvin. Try and close that gap to Calvin if you can. And then give it everything in the final stint, because that position to Saviour is gone as far as I'm concerned, unless Saviour has a poor outlap here, but knowing Saviour, that doesn't usually happen. What else we have? Still 2.1 seconds, the gap between Armand and Bobo. When does no, Kiza is not pitting, so it looks like Saviour's going to have to make the move on his own. Kiza lets him go. Okay. And he gets Calvin. Oh. He got Calvin. That's mightily impressive, because Calvin had about 5 seconds on Saviour. So you're telling me that Saviour got 5 seconds out of Calvin on that lap? He must have had a poor in-lap, Calvin. Jules and Laupi going side by side here. Incredible fighting there. Jules sticking to the inside, giving the car's width on the outside, and Laupi uses it. Yeah, Jules was very fair there in giving Laupi space. Does he manage to make a fight back here? He's going to the inside now. He dives. Does he make it stick? It looks like he does. And he makes the position over Laupi. Incredible move that. Wow. Making the most out of a 10-lap tyre advantage over Laupi. Very, very nice move. So Saviour now up into P3, making that undercut work extremely well, getting promoted into the position his teammate was in. So that will make Payne a bit more supportable for Racing Bulls tonight, but Alpine is still 1 and 2, and Armat is now finding a lot of pace over Bobo, so don't be surprised if Bobo goes into the pits this lap. He doesn't, and I'm surprised that Armat didn't pit here, because he could have pit and got a mighty undercut on Bobo and get the race win if he wanted to. Of course, they're teammates, so they're probably just working together right now. But it would have been a very tempting pit stop for Armand, that's for sure. Trying to find a race win this season. And a race win over your own teammate is even sweeter. Who has pit? We've got Nels and Vance into the pits for their final stint. It's going to be a 14 lap stint for Nels, being a lap down on medium, so he should just about be okay, and Vance will be absolutely fine. Where is MJ? MJ's just pit, so you. Okay, I thought we were looking at a car in the marina, in the port. So no, MJ is on track. I can confirm. And Seb is going slowly into the pit. I hope this is not ENF. It isn't, I think. So, getting a new set of hard tyres on. And yep, Bobo's pit, so that should be a slam dunk victory for him now. Unless, yeah, something happens later on and Armagh stays out. Hoping for a safety car or something to get a cheaper pit stop and stay ahead. Other than that, it should be easily a win for Bobo. Still crossing that line. Yeah. And Rassam now on the offensive with Ryan, who did really well to get ahead of Rassam as well, showing how effective this undercut is. It's like 2 or 3 seconds at least, and Ryan really making that count. But he's got a time penalty, and someone's hit the wall somewhere. I think it might have been further down, because this is just opposite of the place where we heard it. So it looks fine as it stands, but yeah, Calvin's going to try and put some pressure on Xavier. He's got that little bit fresher tyres, so you should be able to hit to attack that little bit stronger till the end of the race. I apologise, I need to find my battery, which I can't find, so it's going to have to wait. Battery on 2%, so not going to be easy. Oh, there it is. You can plug it in here. Apologies. Yes, we are back. Calvin really putting the pressure on Xavier here on lap 27 of 39 in Monaco. P4 right now, but he will need to pull away by 6 seconds if he manages to get past Xavier, which, yeah, is definitely not an easy thing to do on any track, even less so on this one. Xavier running a little bit wide there through Mirabeau. Wide here again at the Grand Hotel hairpin. And overall, Calvin just looks very comfortable on this set of tyres. He's going to be trying to build that move. He's a bit too far behind to try anything into the Nouvelle chicane. But yeah, we can see him flashing, trying to recover some energy. And Armagh has pit. We missed that, but yeah, he's 2.4 seconds behind Bobo. So yeah, that undercut has given Bobo about 1.7, maybe 2 seconds over Armagh. It just goes to show you that if Armagh wanted to pit earlier and get the position on Bobo, he really could have, because his pace has been really good tonight, Armagh. That gap, a bit of a, yeah, that will not have helped Calvin's tyres at all, dropping 1.2 seconds behind Xavier. So that small, loss of the rear will have cost him 0.7 of a second. And he's starting to lock up. That's the thing on this game. Once you make one small mistake on your tyres, it just bites you back. It just comes to bite you again, and you end up making several mistakes, both on braking, both on braking and accelerating. And he's now 1.5 seconds behind, and that's the pain that missing a corner causes, because you also end up overheating your tyres as well. You completely unsettle the balance of the car, getting more wear at the back, more temperature as well. That's going to throw the car's balance out of the window. Rassam is doing incredibly well right now. He will be wanting to get over Ryan, because he's about 6.3 seconds away from Calvin. So just outside that 6 second window to get a podium here. To get P4. He should be getting Ryan without any issue, as long as he doesn't get a penalty. But let's go on board with him, because he's running extremely close to Ryan. One lap pressure tyres, so he will be able to follow Ryan for some time, but not eternally, because this dirty air will be killing his tyres, as Ryan has a bit of a moment into Mirabeau, going sideways. Still making his way around the Grand Hotel hairpin, really maximising the corner entry here. Missed a bit the apex, and Rassam is using quite a bit of energy here to try and pull her onside. Ryan, does he dive? He doesn't this time around. Gets a good exit out of the swimming pool, the Nouvelle Chicane, sorry. Oh, Ryan's hit the wall there. We're going to be checking if he's got any damage on that front wing as Bobo sets a fastest lap on lap 29. Let's see if there's any damage. I don't think an end plate's missing, so Ryan's just about survived that one. I'm just going to check rules and flags. No, it's simulation. Standard reduced. That's probably the reason why some of these drivers have survived quite a few big shunts. Smith in P17 right now, very back of the grid, but on fresh tyres. So he should be able to get Dan. I don't know if he can overtake him, but he should be within his 3 seconds. What other fights do we have? We've still got Rassam. Calvin's caught back up to Sadie, but he's only just caught to within a second of him. So with 9 laps left after this one, he's going to find it a bit too hard to pull away another 6 seconds to keep the podium. It's going to be a tough one for him. Yeah, there aren't any other fights other than Rassam with Ryan and Calvin with Xavier. Let's go on board with Sam to see how much time he gains on this straight. He gains just over a tenth of a second with the help of DRS. And up the hill, yeah, Ryan is saving a lot of energy. He's staying in non-ERS, trying to get as much energy as he can to deploy on the straight. And yeah, Ryan doing everything he can to keep Rassam behind. Right now, the best hope for Ryan is to get Rassam to have a penalty. So if Rassam cuts too many corners, that would save Ryan as long as Ryan stays ahead. But it is a big ask. That it's a big if. Calvin, though, entering this time trial section, the third sector in Monaco, high speed, always close to the walls here, and you can't get any closer than this. And oh no! Calvin's hit the wall there, and I think he's got a missing end plate. Let's check. Yeah, he's got a missing end plate. So this is going to put him under pressure from the guys behind. He's got a 6-second time penalty. Ryan's got 3 seconds. So basically, if Ryan gets to within 3 seconds of Calvin, he will be getting ahead of Calvin, and crucially, Rassam would also be promoted to the podium, to the P3. Sorry, to P4. So this should have saved Xavier, consolidating his podium, and now we've got Armand closing in on Bobo. He's 1 second behind him, and knowing these two guys, I'm not expecting any fighting, but imagine, just imagine, that would be something to see. Smith doing as we were saying earlier on, he's got plenty of pace, and he's using it right now, closing in on Dan. Whether he overtakes him is a whole other matter, but he's closing in and making sure that he will finish possibly P16. We've got a pitter as well. We've got Jules into the pits and coming out right now. But he's very slow out of the pits. No, he's back up to speed. Okay. No, very slow. That's strange. Maybe he's on AI. That's possibly what's happening. Maybe he's paused the game. Yeah, because he's definitely not. This is not Jules speed. This is not Jules speed. And he's on 11 lap old mediums as well. Yeah, so too many. Actually, let's have a look at the pit stops. We've got Jules on 3 pit stops, Spans on 3 pit stops, and Rassam trying to go to the inside here, cutting the corner, 3-second time penalty for both drivers. We might see that in the stewards, I don't know, but it looked like there was a big dive there, and it wasn't easy to say with the angle I had. But yeah, penalties. Actually, it's over here, penalties. So yeah, 3 for Rassam, 6 for Ryan, the red car Rambo. As we get onto lap 34 for these guys, and yep, that gap still about 1 second in front. I'm just hoping that Arnaud actually attacks Bobo. If he goes for a move into the Nouvelle Chicane, that would be amazing. Well, he is within a second now, so anything's possible. Five laps left after this one, and we've not had a single virtual safety car or safety car. So, well done to everybody for keeping it pretty clean, actually, because we only have Jules and Vance, I think, who've done 3 pit stops. So they've done 1 extra pit stop, 1 more than needed. So yeah, that means that everybody else has done just about the right amount of pit stops. And we've got Vitalso having a moment there, and he's got a missing end plate there. The left end plate is not installed on the car, so he must have hit that inside wall at the Nouvelle Chicane. Well, one of the inside walls, I mean. So yeah, dropping back now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him pit. Nope, he's staying out. I think he made the right decision there, because there are only 4 laps left, and it's going to be hard to gain a pit stop within 4 laps, unless it's possible. But hey, I think it's safer to stay out, especially with track position. Vance is behind him. Vance is behind him with the same amount of penalties. So yeah, track position is king on this track, and he may as well stay out to stay ahead of Vance, because that's point scoring positions. Would be 2 as it stands for Vitalso, against 1 for Vance Racing. And we are going to be following this fight for the last few laps. We've got 4 laps left in this Monaco Grand Prix, and Rassam is going towards the inside of Ryan, and Ryan has a moment on the outside. Same for Rassam, on the exit, sorry, not on the outside. And that's a missed opportunity for the Mercedes man to try and make a position over Ryan and try and close that gap to Calvin, which is now 7 seconds. And another mistake from Ryan. How does Rassam deal with this? Does he try and go for a move into the Nouvelle Chicane, because now he's only 3-4 tenths behind Ryan? So this is possibly the best opportunity he's going to have. 3 tenths behind. Ryan gets a good exit out of Portier. And how close can Sam get? He's not close enough. He's very close, but not close enough. That's the problem on this track. That second is up to 1.0 seconds. So not much changing between these 2 guys. Let's have a look at Rassam again. Approaching the DRS zone, I don't think... Oh, he goes really wide there. I think he was braking a little bit too hard, and that's made him lock his front tyre, and he's gone a bit too deep there, so dropping 1.6 seconds behind Ryan. And Ryan lives to fight another day, but he's still got to find another 3 seconds to stay ahead of Rassam. There is a yellow flag in Sector 3, though. It's Laupi, I believe. No, it's G-Star, who... how did he... I'm confused as to why he was stopped there. I don't know if he maybe had contact with Kizusose, maybe, because Kizusose is about 5 seconds ahead. Yeah, 5 seconds ahead. So maybe there was contact between the two, and that sent G-Star spinning. That could be it. Let's have a look at position changes. We've got Calvin 3 positions up, 5 for Kizusose. Saviour 2 positions up, that he had a very trouble start of a race where he dropped, what was it, 3 positions? I think it was in P8. So he's done very well to get back up into the podium positions. That's a really good race from him. And yeah, Arma's still there. 1.5 laps left in this race. Where do we have fights? Vance has caught up to Vitalso, and whoa! What happened there? What happened there? He might have clipped the inside of that left-hander with Tabak, with his rear left, maybe, sending him into a spin. I don't know, but that was very, very scary there for us. So I can't imagine how scary that must have been for Vance Racing as we begin the final lap of this 39 lap race, and Arma is just 6/10 behind Bobo, who's had a bit of a moment there through Massenet, the left-hander. Maybe it isn't over. Just half a second away for Arma with slightly fresher tyres. If he gets a good exit out of 48, it could make things very, very tasty indeed. But 7/10 is beginning to be a bit far away, 6/10, and yeah, he will not have an opportunity here through the Nouvelle Chicane, coming out of the tunnel section for one last time this race. And yeah, it's looking like Bobo has got this one in the bag. Good fight back from MJ as well. He dropped to the very back after pitting. What other fights do we have? We've got Rassam one final time around the Nouvelle Chicane, but he can't. And Bobo gets the race win ahead of Armand. So it's a 1-2 for the Alpine in Monaco. And Savio will follow suit. He gets his podium here after a very tough start to the race. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, but well done to him for getting back up there. Calvin has crossed the line, and crucially, he's over 6 seconds ahead of these two guys, so he should be keeping the position. And Ryan finishes ahead, but after penalties being applied, loses P5 to Rassam. So really good race from Rassam. It's a shame for him that he got held back, but hey, that's Monaco, and that's why it's so divisive. Kizusose then coming into P7. I don't know what penalty he had. It doesn't tell me anymore. But G-Star coming in on 17 uphold hards, so same as Calvin, just a bit less than Saviour, but a long final stint here for the man from the Netherlands. He's got a 3-second time penalty, but that should be enough to stay ahead of MJ. And MJ hits the wall and crosses the line Michael Jackson style. So the moon drive, that's how we're going to call it. Anyway, that was the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the race results then. Race winner Bobo, fastest lap Bobo, driver of the day MJ, most overtakes Kizusose, and cleanest driver Armand. Okay, so our race winner Bobo with his teammate in second, and Saviour completing the podium. We've got Calvin, Rassam, Ryan the Red Car Rambo, Kizusose, G-Star Snipes, MJ, Laupi, Semmel, Nels, Vitalso, Jules, Vance Racing, Dan, Smith, Formula W to round the grid. Formula W who left the session, possibly due to a disconnection, so unlucky from him. Driver day isn't an easy one. I'm really impressed with Saviour's drive because he dropped down and made the positions through very powerful undercuts. MJ did well as well, considering how early he had to pit on. Yeah, it was lap 1 basically. He had to pit, so he was at the very back. Had to make some very long stints. So I'm torn between MJ and Saviour because very good comebacks from both drivers after a setback, and this is one of the toughest tracks to make a comeback at and stay focused. So well done to MJ and Saviour, and to Bobo, our race winner tonight. And thank you everybody to have tuned in. And why didn't Shelov join me? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, thank you everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel so you can follow the races. Next week we will be having a proper racetrack this time, so we are heading to Spa in all 5 divisions, and Spa will always deliver. So thank you for tuning in, and see you soon. Goodbye.